are these situations real or imaginary? What do you think?
Imaginary.
These situations are imaginary. So imagine a person, yeah? Imagine a person, and this person is imagining, yeah? This is unreal. This is imaginary. This is, yeah. Is it about the past, the present, or the future? This unreal, imaginary situation.
Future. And present.
Yeah, it's unreal, it's imaginary, and it's about the present and or future. Okay? So this is the thing. Unreal, imaginary. Yeah, he's imagining. It's about the present or the future. And or the future. So do you think it is possible to happen? Not very possible to happen? Or impossible to happen?
Not very possible.
Yeah, not very possible.
Very possible or not very possible?
Not very possible.
It depends on the on the sentence.
Second conditional. Second conditional. Situation. Imaginary situation. Imaginary situation. Present or future. Imaginary situation. Present or future. And let's say it is unreal. I will use the black one. Yeah? It is unreal. Or unlikely. What is the meaning of unlikely? Improbable. Unlikely. Improbable. It is unreal. It is unlikely. Or impossible. Sometimes it's impossible. Yeah? Sometimes it's unreal. Sometimes it's unlikely. Improbable. Or sometimes it's impossible. This is the second conditional. Yeah? Okay. Now, have a look at these clauses. Have a look at this clause. Clause number 1 and clause number 2. If he worked for me, and if it was legal. This is clause number 1. He would become rich. I would download a movie. This is clause number 2. What is clause number 1? Do you remember the first conditional?
Yeah.
So how do you call this clause?
If clause.
If clause. Very good. This is the if clause. Yeah? The if clause. The if clause. Is it a real or an unreal situation?
Real.
If he worked for me, if it was legal. Is it a real or unreal situation?
Real.
Unreal.
Sorry?
Unreal.
Unreal situation. Unreal situation. Yeah? If clause. Unreal situation. How about clause 2? What is the name of clause 2? Remember the first conditional.
Main clause.
Very good.
Main clause.
Main clause. Main clause, which is also, Sandra, the result. Very good. The result. Main clause. The result. The result of what?
Of the clause number 1.
The result of this situation. Yeah? This situation has a result. Situation, result. Unreal situation, and the result of that situation. So far, so good?
So far, so good.
Okay, good. Let's check the formula together. Yeah, the formula together. Can I erase this? If clause, main clause. Can I?
Please, one second.
Okay.
Just a minute.
It's okay. You have a few seconds.
The rest of the, all right. Thank you.
All right. So yeah, if clause, main clause, unreal situation, and the result of that situation. Now, what is the formula? What is the formula for the second conditional? First, let me take the black one. First, we have
Yep.
if. Then we have
Plus.
Subject.
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 then we have
Past
Past
simple.
simple.
past simple
Comma.
verb. Yeah. Okay, and then after the past simple, the rest. Yeah, work for me. If it was legal, yeah. The complement. Yeah. The
Direct.
complement or the object. Yeah? Alright, then have a look at this.
Comma.
Comma.
Then we need a comma. Yeah?
Subject.
A comma. And after that, again, in the main clause, what do we have? First, what is this?
Subject.
Subject.
Subject. Then, what is this? Would. 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 After would, what do you need?
Infinity.
Main verb.
In which form?
Present.
Infinity.
Infinitive.
Infinitive. This is the formula. Is it possible to invert the order of the clauses?
I think so.
Okay, let's invert the order. Well, I'll give you a minute to copy the formula. If, subject, past simple. So the most important thing for you to remember, guys, the most important thing to remember is that you need past simple and you need would plus infinitive. This is the most important thing. Past simple, would plus infinitive. Past simple, would plus infinitive. That is the most important thing. Can I erase this?
Yes, you can.
Alright, now let's try to invert the order of this sentence here. If he worked for me, he would become rich. Let's change the order.
He would become rich if he worked for me.
Listen to Rodrigo, he's the expert. Louder, Rodrigo. Lucia, did you hear him? She didn't hear you, Rodrigo.
He would become rich if he worked for me.
Did you hear it? A bit more, Rodrigo. Come on.
He would become rich if he worked for me. Rich.
Did you hear it now, Lucia? What did he say, Lucia? If he pronunciation.
Work.
One more time, Lucia. One more time. The expert, Sandra, can you help Lucia? Oh, that's perfect. One more time. One more time. Correct. If he worked for me. Okay, now this comma, this beautiful comma here. Here it's necessary. Is it necessary here?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
No. So, if clause needs a comma. Here, if the if clause is then later, there's no need for comma. It would be here, no need for comma. We have a period. Yeah? Full stop. So, if clause at the beginning, comma. If clause in the second part, no comma. All right. So far, so good? Okay, I think we're doing good. We're doing good. Substitutes. Let's look for substitutes now. So, what is this? What clause is this? Result or main result clause. What clause is this?
If clause.
If clause. Yeah? If the if clause is in the second position, no comma. If the if clause is in the first position, comma. All right, now substitute. So what is the most important thing to remember about the second conditional? We need
Past simple.
past simple, and we need
Would plus infinitive.
would plus infinitive. This is the most important thing. Past simple, would plus infinitive. The most important thing. However, there can be substitutes. Substitutes.
When.
We can have a substitute for the past simple. What substitute for the past simple can we have? We can also have past simple is the best. So remember, past simple, the best. Okay? But there is another possibility, which is the past continuous. So what would you say? If he
Was
was,
working.
if he was working for me, he would become rich. This is also okay. Also okay. So past simple, the best. Past continuous, also okay. If he was working for me, he would become rich. Also, there is a substitute for would. Instead of would, there is another possibility. You know which one?
Should.
Less probable than would.
Another model, a modal verb.
Which one?
Might. Could.
That's okay. Might is okay, but the main substitute, Lorena, is could. So would is the best. Could, also possible. So how can you change this sentence? If he was working for me,
He could become rich.
Rodrigo, he's an expert. It's a pity that he speaks so low. If he spoke louder, it would be the perfect candidate to explain to everybody. Try again. So the other possibility, Rodrigo,
If he was working for me, he would become rich.
he could become rich. So repeat after me. Would.
Would.
One more time. Would. Could. Would. Could. Both are okay, yeah? Could become rich, would become rich. Would become, se convertiría o se haría. Could become, podría convertirse, podría hacerse. All right, so far so good. Have a look at this sentence. If I were rich, si fuera rico, me compraría un coche. If I were rich,
I would buy.
me compraría un Ferrari. If I were rich,
I would buy a Ferrari.
I
Would
would
buy
buy
a Ferrari.
a Ferrari. Very good. Is it with I or Y? I don't know. Ferrari. So the most important thing. What is this?
Yes.
Past simple. What is this? Would plus infinitive. The most important thing, guys, past simple, would plus infinitive. Past simple, would plus infinitive. Is this possible or unlikely? Real or unreal? Unreal. Second conditional. Unreal. What is the question? So B says, if I were rich, I would buy a Ferrari. What is the question for A? ¿Qué harías si fueras rico?
What would you do if what would you do if you were rich?
Correct. Remember this. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? ¿Qué harías? ¿Qué harías? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? ¿Qué harías? And then the if clause. If you were rich. If you were rich. What would you do? What would you do if you were rich? Okay. What is the answer to this? What would you do if you were rich? If I were rich, I would buy a Ferrari. Yeah? Okay, now let's change the question. How would you say another conversation? ¿Te comprarías un Ferrari si fueras rico?
Would you buy a Ferrari?
Rodrigo,
Would you buy a Ferrari?
would you buy a Ferrari
If you were rich?
if you were rich? Would you buy a Ferrari if you were rich? Okay. Would you buy? Would you buy? Would you buy? Remember this. Would you buy? ¿Te comprarías? Would you buy? Would you buy? What would you do? ¿Qué harías? Would you buy? ¿Te comprarías? Would you buy a Ferrari if you were rich? And what is the answer to this? What can B say? This is a yes-no question. Yes or no? This is a yes-no question. Would you buy a Ferrari if you were rich?
Yes, I would.
Yes,
I would.
Yes, I would. Or no, I wouldn't. Yes, I would. No, I wouldn't. This is a yes-no question. Would you? Would you? Would you? Yes, I would. Would you? Would you? Would you? No, I wouldn't. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. Do you know Justin Bieber?
Yes.
Do you know a famous song from Justin Bieber, which is If I Was Your Boyfriend? Do you know the song? Do you like Justin Bieber?
Yes.
Can you tell us the song? Eva, please.
¿Te la cante?
Or sing it or say it. You can choose.
If I was your boyfriend, never let you go.
Wow, perfect. Okay, let me write it down. Can you sing it again, Eva?
If I were your boyfriend, never let you go. If I was your boyfriend, never let you go.
Can you repeat?
If I were your boyfriend.
If I were or if I was?
If I was your boyfriend.
If I were or if I was your boyfriend?
If I was.
Were.
The song, yeah? The song is If I Was Your Boyfriend, I'd never let you go. Okay, this is a first or a second conditional? Is it a real or an unreal situation? Unreal, yeah? If I was your boyfriend. Is this correct English or incorrect English from Justin Bieber?
Incorrect.
Incorrect, informal. This is a little bit incorrect. Normally, if instead of saying if I was your boyfriend, in the second conditional you need to say if I were your boyfriend. But was it's okay. Yeah, informal. Yeah, informal English. Do you know the song from Beyoncé?
If I were
In English?
If I were
Can you sing it? Eva? No. Lorena, can you sing it?
If I were not born.
Very good, very good. If I were a boy. Do you know how it continues?
You know. I don't
Comma,
remember.
comma, very important, the comma, yeah? If, comma, yeah? If I were a boy. Do you remember?
No.
Come on, Beyoncé. She's a diva.
What song?
It's a song from my time, yeah? Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. I understand. I understand. What is it? What is it here, man? Past simple.
I wouldn't. I couldn't.
Would.
Eso, no me lo juro.
Would or could. Yeah, both of them are correct, but remember, past simple, would, and
Yeah, infinitive.
Okay.
infinitive. Yeah. All right. So remember, which English is more correct? Beyonce's English or Justin Bieber's English? Beyonce is more correct. Yeah. If I were a boy. Justin, too informal. Yeah. Okay, please guys, go to page 161. 161.
I got it.
Yes, Rodrigo.